How did you just put that though? I'm gonna have to use that. Say that again. You said we didn't have no kind of connection to the chess game. What you was saying?
We're just going about our day to day without really being connected to the chess game that's being played. We're not even aware of it. We're just kind of just around here moving around like, okay, this is what our life, but there's a game being played, and there's a game of chess. It's strategic, but we're not engaged in it. We don't even know that it's happening.
So how can we curb some of this wildness that our children are going through if we don't even really understand, we don't even really know, at least you know that it's a chess game being played. Most people don't even look at it like that. They just getting up every day and doing the same thing every day. They don't, they don't have a clue. Like I said, these people who run in the world, they getting up, they building highways. You'll be driving down the street going to work and you'll see, oh, what they doing over there? They building something new over there. Like just like I said, who making these decisions? Like, why we ain't making no decisions? We just getting up, going and doing what people tell us to do every day. That's why the kids don't respect us. Because we don't make no decisions. How you gonna tell me what to do? You won't tell nobody else what to do. You just get up your boss at the job. He tell you what to do, and you gonna come home and try to tell me what to do. Not, I'm just saying unconsciously, subconsciously, that's what the youth are thinking. We don't have no control over nothing. That's why, like, why should I listen to you? Don't nobody else listen to you. I ain't grew up seeing you run nothing but your mouth. When it comes to me, emptying the garbage or something, who you supposed, 14, 15, they looking at you subconsciously. They just see you just going along. They don't want to do that. The youth don't want to be, these dudes, these kids got a spirit in them. They want to fly. They want to do something with their lives. They want to experience life. They want to do something. This everyday monotonous getting up, going to work. You don't even feel like it, but you want me to go through the same thing you went through so I could be feeling the same way you feeling 20 years from now.
Right.
And we wonder why they don't pay no attention to it. Like we done lost, the black men has lost the black woman. You understand? And then the black woman, her being single, a lot of them has lost their children because she be having to work. She working.
Yeah.
I'm talking about on a general scale.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You got some families in there still together. Don't. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying as a whole, this is what's happened. The man has been beat down. The system has beat him all the way down. We've been born up into a system that was designed to keep us down. So what makes us think we free? They just moved slavery to a whole nother level of the game. They don't have to be on no plantation. When they had plantation, that was the beginning stages of the thing. They done moved to level 4. When they had those warnings, they be like, we in code red. They got different levels. There's levels to the game, like they say in the rap music. It's levels to the game. These folks on a whole nother level now. Now you got a master. You probably got about 5 masters that's running Memphis right now. You can name them. They families. They run this town. They own all the real estate. You got some little stragglers here and there that own a little piece of something right there. A little piece. I'm talking about on the whole. They own all the real estate. They own all the big businesses that's doing anything. Memphis is a warehouse, a distribution. Memphis is said to be the distribution capital of America. So what do you have a lot of here? That's why you got all these trucks running in and out of Memphis. You got all these warehouses. Now, what they doing? Somebody was telling me today that Target has begun to have their warehouses and storing their stuff here too. Because all the trucks come through here. So when stuff gets shipped from all these different countries or whatever, they store them in these warehouses. And then you got all these, you get the logistics going on from Memphis. You got come through here, they offloading and loading, taking this load over there, taking that load over there. I got about 10 to 15 truck drivers. That's 300. I know. But show me the black man that owns some of these warehouses. Where he at? That's where all this money at in logistics and transportation. That's why Federal Express, that's why Fred Smith pounced down in Memphis. It's very strategic. You can get to anywhere in America from Memphis. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, where we at in that game? Ain't none of us, we ain't in that game. And we can't be scared like we stick our head out, oh, they gonna kill you. So you gonna die anyway. You might as well be doing something when you die. You might as well be standing for something when you die. You gonna die anyway. So what you scared of? We just sit up here and watch all these movies, Gladiator, Braveheart, them folks, it be 1,000 of them, they just running into each other, warring with each other. They ain't scared. What have we become? That's why you got some soldiers out here now, but they in the street. They ain't got no water fight, no valiant water fight, so they just warring against each other all day, every day. Ain't nobody came and organized them and cleaned them up and had a place. They need to be going through a rites of passage. They need to be going through some military training, some disciplinary training after they turn 18 or 17, really about 16. To be honest, about 13 years old, they should be going to some disciplinary training. Take them out of regular school for at least about a year, and they got to go to this military school and learn some discipline on how to get up in the morning and iron their clothes and work out and do these type of things, and then put them back in school to continue their education. So they got to be disciplined. They got to know that it's a certain way that you need to be in life to be successful. Stand up straight. Have your clothes neat. Look a man in his eyes. Speak clearly so people can understand what you're saying. Not put them in a class all day where they just sitting down pretending to listen to somebody talk about something that they ain't got no interest in doing. You got to understand, all these kids not the same. Some kids be warriors, some kids be athletes, some kids be scholars, some kids be intellectuals, some, they different. You can't just put them all in one class and train them all the same way. That don't even make sense. You're supposed to know what kind of child you got, and they're supposed to have different types of schools for different types of children with different types of personalities. Put these kids over here. You put these kids, they should go to this school because this kid is like this. And we supposed to have time to know our children. We don't even know our children. We don't even have a clue on what kind of personality our children got because we just going through this traditional thing, putting them through these schools, which really is just indoctrinating them to become workers for the system. They calling it the system now, but I call it the plantation. Workers for the plantation. Workers on the plantation. They indoctrinating them. I don't care if they go to school to be doctors or whatever. They going to be working for the plantation. Because they ain't got no say-so on nothing that's really, growing.
Right.
They ain't got no say-so. The doctor, because you a doctor or you a dentist or whatever, you ain't got no say-so about these dudes building this highway from a new highway that goes straight from Memphis straight to Atlanta or straight from Memphis straight to Chicago or something. You ain't had nothing to do with that. Let's find out who these people are that's making these decisions. It ain't the mayor. That word got to be coming down from somewhere else. Look, we need this over here. We need to send this road over here. And we're going to get... See what I'm saying? Who are these people? We ain't got no... They don't ask us if we, want to do that like the Rains Haven School. Did anybody come and ask the people of the neighborhood if they wanted them to close that school down?
That's right.
Did they even have a choice? That's what I'm saying. You're nothing. You living here, but you ain't nothing. We do what we want to do. Who are you? That's what they say. They don't even say that because you don't even exist to them. How many people want to keep living like that? Like, wow, this ain't living like Marvin Gaye said. This ain't living. I love that this ain't living. Nah. I'd rather, you never know. You might die. I want to die with a smile on my face. I don't want to die old, wrinkled up in the bed, ain't nobody around. Chop my head off. You know what I'm saying? Make it quick. So I can wake up on the other side, and I can wake up on the other side and be like, wow, they scared to come over here? Woo, I knew it. I ain't that little chop in my head off. I ain't even feel it. I wake up and like, oh, it was just a dream. Wow, I thought, man, I was walking around. I'll be telling my friend, I was walking around. I was stuck to the ground. In this dream I had, I was stuck to the ground. I ain't even, I couldn't even fly. I thought, man, that was the most terrible dream I ever had in my life. I had to wear these clothes. I don't know what was going on, but like, man, I'm glad you woke me up. Woo! And then I was speaking and I was trying to beg somebody to let me be me, and then they just all turned on me, and then next thing you know, they had this thing, it was long, and he just chopped my head off, and I was like, wow, that dream. I woke up, I was like, woo, boy, man, I thought it seemed like that dream lasted forever. Man, it was so long. I thought, wow. And they were like, man, where we going today? I don't know. Let's try Sirius over here in Galaxy such and such. We never been over there before. Do you understand? It's so much things out in the galaxy. It's so many different planets and places that you can go in the galaxy, that you could do something new every day for eternity.
Right. That's true.
You understand what I said? It don't run out. We probably supposed to be able to jump from planet to planet, from galaxy to galaxy. We trapped. We in prison. We in prison. We don't even know it. That's what I was trying to tell you. We was banished down here. God didn't, the Father of the universe, or the leader of whatever universe we come from, this is like, this planet Earth is like they using it as a prison for us. It's like a trial spot to see who's going to be able to get back to where they came from, because I think it says in the Bible that it was a war that took place. That's who the devil is. This dude was a rebel that tried to have a coup in heaven. That's all the devil is. And he convinced a third of the angels, it said a third of the stars, a third of the angels in heaven to ride with him. And then they fought against Michael, the angel, who was fighting on the side of the righteous universe of order. He was fighting on the side of order. It said they got into it, but before they got into it, it says that the great dragon, Satan, the devil who deceived the whole world, he took his tail and slung a third of the stars down to earth. And look at here. Think about it. Scientifically, if you take a third of the stars in the heavens, see, we don't know exactly what the heavens and what it means. It could be just a section of a certain place, a section, and he took them and he slung them to earth. And guess what happened down here on this ball of clay called earth if a third of the stars from a certain place hit it? It'll be a what? A big bang.
What?
A big bang. And then everything that was here, especially big as some dinosaurs, probably died. That's why they finding dinosaur bones. Now, I don't know in my spirit exactly how man was formed, but we were stars. Science tells us that everything on earth is made up of stars, stardust, carbon.
Neutrons and atoms and all that stuff.
Is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence, you think, that the Bible says that the great dragon swung his tail? His tail could mean, metaphorically, a branch of his military is a tail. And he took them and slung them, probably put them in a capsule or something. We don't know what's going on out there. And slung them down here like some meteorites, and they all crashed into earth and got stuck in this on this ball of clay. All our powers and stuff, and we made us subject to the laws of this earth. That's what made those laws, universal laws, like the law of gravity and all that stuff. We can't fly up down here. We can't do a lot of the things that we can't even, we can't do anything down here.
Right.
This is a prison. And it's just like if you go to a regular prison here on earth, they just copying everything. And the devil was trying to, and then after he slung us, it said they warred in heaven, and the archangel Michael won the war. He won the war over this rebel that tried to go against the order of things, and kicked him out of the heaven, and it said never to return again. But where did they go when they got kicked out? To earth. That's what it says.
Got to be.
No, that's what it says in the Bible. So they came to earth. They got kicked out of heaven and came down to earth, and they, and then I can see after all that went down, all the angels and stuff that fought on the side of righteousness and order, they was like, what we gonna do with them other ones? You know why that third that got slung down here at the beginning, you know why they got slung down here? Because they were neutral. They didn't choose sides in the war. They were some cowards. They didn't want to fight. They didn't want to fight on the side of righteousness, and they didn't want to fight on the side of wickedness, disorder. So they got slung out the way. We're going to deal with y'all later. And then, while they contemplate what they want to do with us, are we going to get the same punishment that they are going to get for going against them? Everybody was like, yeah, you know how the crowd will do. You know, a whole lot of people be, yeah, kill them all, kill them all, kill them all. And then out of all that big old crowd, you know what happened? It was one of them that said, no, don't kill them all. Because if you give them a chance, Flipp will come back. So-and-so probably will come back. So-and-so will probably come back. And you know, Father, if you punish even one of them unjustly, then that takes away from your righteousness. Because they didn't deserve it. I think we should give them a chance. That was Jesus. Yeshua, whatever name they want to call him. Who interceded for us. That's what it said. Interceded to the Father for us. And he probably looked at him like, man, wow, you a brave young man. You don't went against all your brothers to try to save. That's why he gave the parable of the 100 sheep. If one of them get lost, he was going to leave the 99 to go and search for the one. So out of all this mess, do you understand 50 million years on earth is nothing when it comes to eternity? Because time really doesn't exist. The only time that time exists is when what? Time is running out. If time never runs out, there is no such thing as time. The only reason why we keeping up with the time, because somebody knows one day that time is going to run out. Let me get out of here. Go to sleep. Look, think about what I said though. If you want to do it, we gonna come down there and help you do it. Now we ain't got to come down there. You can do it on your own. It'll be more authentic.
Okay.
You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. Holla at me.
No, I'll do it.
We'll see. Make it straight though.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.